Hello, welcome back to my channel. So we're going to do a wee Q&A mukbang today. How exciting. I ordered from my favourite warung. I'll be talking about it in a video soon. It's called Warung Local. So I'll just show you everything I got. I haven't had any lunch today. So I am pretty starving and I'm meant to be going out, well I am going out tonight. But we're going for food, but I looked at the menu, like food and drinks, it's like free food and drinks for girls. Looked at the menu, I probably won't eat any of the food, so I'm like, I'm just gonna have a big lunch dinner and that'll do me. So I've got rice, noodles and baby potatoes in this container. This plate is like full already, I'm not done. Broccoli, bean sprouts and crispy tempeh, it is, oh my god, so good. I've got a wee bag of peanut sauce as well. Let's try and fit this all on the plate here. Let's get into the questions, guys. Also, just a warning, I did get a lot of questions that I've already actually answered in my previous Q&A, so I'll do a wee card here and you can go watch that. Just if you watch this and you've asked me a question, I need water, and I haven't answered it, it's because I've already answered it in my previous Q&A. Just an FYI. So yeah. Okay, so the first question is, what areas would you recommend going to Bali for your first time in Bali? 30 days. Okay. I would recommend, this is my route I would do. I'll go to Canggu, and then I would go to Ubud, then I would go to the Gili Islands, then so you get the boat back to Gili Islands, go to Sanur, then you get the boat from Sanur to the Nusa Islands. I would stay on Nusa Lembagan and I would do a day trip to like Nusa Penida. Then I would come back from Nusa. I would go to Uluwatu and then go home. That would be my ideal route for anyone coming here. I also wouldn't stay in Canggu too long if you're just coming here on a holiday, because there's no the beaches aren't that nice here in hand. No, I definitely move back. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of money questions. I put up a video, it should have been last week, about how much things cost here, so I'll tag that as well. But another money question I've got is like, what card do you use and how do you budget? So I personally use a revolut card, and I would highly recommend it for anyone traveling, not even to Bali, just in general. It's really easy, so you just top up like from your bank. So say you put like £100 in and you can put it in pounds, like you don't need to worry about changing it to whatever currency you're in. So it'll do that for you, so whenever you go to take money out or go to pay for something, it'll just use the best rate at that time. So it's really handy if you're like, say you're like traveling for like a couple of months and you're going to like different places, you just need to top up one currency. So it's really good for that. And also it has like a function in it where you can see like what categories all your money's going to. So like if it's all going to food or I don't know, transport, something like that. So it's really good if like you're spending too much money and you're like, where's my money going? You can literally see where all your money's going to. It's also really good because you can send money to your friends. There's like a split bill option in it, and like everyone uses it here, so I'd highly recommend it. I do have a code if you want to get a Revolut card. You can use my code below, or not my code, like my link to sign up. But I'd highly recommend getting a Revolut card because it's so handy and everywhere accepts them here. Would you recommend taking a rucksack or a suitcase to Bali? It depends what you want to do. So if you're coming here just to live, I would just bring a suitcase because you're not going to be like carrying it out much. Like my suitcase has been in my room and that's it. And then I just bring like a school bag for my trips. If you plan to like constantly move, I'd probably bring a rucksack. But then at the same time, like you don't get as much into a rucksack, so it just depends. I done Thailand with a rucksack and it was fine, but it broke my back, like, you know what I mean? And there was people in suitcases and they were fine. So it's really not that big of a deal to do either. I have a 30 kg suitcase, so oh my god, and we're going traveling, so that's going to be a nightmare. But I couldn't have came here with a rucksack, like I just wouldn't have had enough room for the amount of time here. Okay, so another question I actually get a lot, like people would write to me on Instagram and ask this, which is so strange, but people always ask about vaccinations. Like not like COVID, like just normal vaccinations. I am not going to give any advice on vaccinations. I would just say go to your GP because they'll just know what ones you need. I had vaccinations from going on holidays years ago, and then I think I got some of them topped up for Thailand, but I didn't need any topped up before I came to Bali, and I couldn't even tell you what ones I have. I just ring my doctor and I'm like, what do I need? Am I up to date with everything? And then he just tells me. I know I didn't get the rabies one because you had to pay for it, and I was just like, it's worth the risk. But yeah, I just got everyone who told me that I needed. Someone said, is Instagram and YouTube your full-time work? That was so funny. No, it is not my full-time work. I don't see, like obviously YouTube is like something different than what I was doing before, but I don't really think I'm doing anything different on Instagram because I don't know, Yuns maybe think I'm a polit. I don't really think I put up that much. And like, anytime I went on holidays before, like, it's just like when you're on holidays, you're a polit. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone when they go on holidays, but when I'm at home, I never really post it. But I don't put up things now like any different, if you know what I mean. My spring rolls are me. So no, it's not my full-time work. I will need a job when I come home. If anyone is hiring, please let me know. Is Bali better than you expected? 1,000,000%. Like, oh my god. I did not think it was going to be like half as good as what it's been, and I didn't think I'd enjoy it like as much as I do and like want to actually stay here this much. It's just unreal, and like I'm literally so happy here. It's going to be a real adjustment having to go home again. Would you consider going away? Would you consider moving away after Bali? Yes, I would love to. My ideal thing would be like go home, stay at home for a few months, work, make money, and then just come back out here again and just do this for like a couple months, go home, work. Even I would love to be able to work over here so that I would be able to make money when I'm here, so I wouldn't have to work so much when I go home. But yeah, I will definitely be back. First place you want to go home when you go back, I will be going to Anya and Gavin's house the minute I come home, and I will get my nephew Finn and I will literally eat his face off. Like genuinely eat his 2 cheeks. That's what the first thing I'm doing. Other than that, actually that's what I will get him picked up from Dublin and I'll be stopping in Boojum. And then from Boojum I'll be going to Anya and Gavin's. And then that night I'll be getting a Castle Dawson Chinese. That's what I'll be doing. This is a good one. Will you do YouTube when you finish traveling? I really don't know the answer to yet. And I need some help from everyone watching this. What would you want to see if I went home? Do you even care? Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I do go on a lot of holidays anyway, so I could just vlog all my holidays that I go on. Or would you want to see normal videos at home? I don't know. I'd like to keep doing them because I do enjoy doing them. But I just don't know what videos I do. Because my life is pretty boring at home. Well, my life before was pretty boring because I just worked all the time. Literally worked, went to the gym, worked, went to the gym. Maybe that'll be different when I go home. Who knows? Is being away from home hard or is it amazing? So this is kind of like a tough one because I obviously do miss home and I miss everyone at home, but like I'm so like settled here that I haven't been properly homesick. Like I haven't been properly like, oh my god, like, I would love to go home, like I just want to go home. I haven't felt like that yet, which I really thought I would have. I would just love to be able to bring my family here and then just live here forever. Because I don't really, that's the only thing I miss. Do you know what I mean? It's obviously a good thing that I'm not like homesick because I'm able to like fully enjoy myself here. But yeah. Okay, so I've had a few questions about like, accommodation. So someone said about if you just have a guest house, like do you need a fridge and stuff? I could be completely wrong, but I'm nearly sure all the guest houses have a fridge. It's just like a hotel room, like you have a fridge in your hotel room. If not, you'll have a kitchen, like a shared kitchen. But I would recommend having a fridge because obviously your water, if you want to like cook, you need to put it there. And for snacks, where are you going to put your cornettos if you don't have a freezer? Do you know what I mean? Someone said about wearing fake tan over here. That's a good question, because obviously us Irish gals have pale skin when we first come over. Do you know what I mean? What I done was I wore like, you know, like the gradual moisturizer. It's like Garnier or something. Or I wore it. So I put on like a layer like the day before I left quarantine. And I wore it just to get like the pure paleness out of me. It didn't make me tan, but like fake tan would be so hard to keep up here. Like the amount of sweat every day is actually not normal. Like, so I think if you're going to do fake tan, you'll be doing some scrubbing and some reapplying because it will not last. And I also don't even know, I've never seen tan in the shop. So yeah, you'll eventually get a tan. Like, you're in the sun all the time, even if you're not sunbathing, like you're just out and about, you will eventually get a tan. Best footwear to bring. I brought too much. I would say you need a comfy pair of shoes, so like flip-flops or Crocs. I recommend Crocs. I know not everyone's into them. If you go to the gym, like your gym shoes, like Metcons, whatever. And then like a fancy pair of shoes, and that's not like high heels, that's like, you know, like a sandal or something when you're going out for dinner. I don't bring high heels. I know some girls here wear high heels like out, but I don't, and I've never felt like underdressed. Bali's like that place where like someone could be in a dress and heels, and someone could be in denim shorts and Crocs, and like no one would look different at either of them, you know, that sort of way. What I would say is, some people do dress really nice for going out. I have no nice clothes. Like, I'm going out tonight and I have no idea what I'm wearing. So maybe bring like one nice outfit to like go out and like a night out, but don't bring loads of them because you'll not even wear them enough. Like, you'll wear them maybe like once or twice and you won't wear them enough. And you can't just buy stuff here as well. Like, there is Zara and all. But yeah, that was my shoes. That wasn't my clothes. Yeah, I have. Oh, also like a pair of like walking trainers. If you want to do like the hike or something, you need trainers for that. But I have like a nice pair of trainers, like Oswego's, I never wear. And then I have 2 pairs of like sandals, 1 pair of like, you know, the like fake Doc Marten sandals. I've them. I've worn them like twice, never wear them. And I just wear Crocs all the time. So don't bring too much because you really, I swear, I go into places and I just take my shoes off, but I just walk away barefoot most of the time anyway, so yeah. Do you know many teaching online, and is it common? Yeah, it's very common. I also know people teaching English online, so that you don't actually need to be a teacher to do that. You just need to do like a qualification, or what's it called? Yeah, a course. So yeah, it's a good way to make money if that's what you're into. Someone said, where do you get your bikinis from? I'm trying to think. I got a lot of bikinis from like Zaful, and then I got bikinis from AliExpress, which is hilarious. It was actually Dougie that got me in because he's obsessed with AliExpress. He was like, oh my god, look at these bikinis. And I'm like, oh, I don't want bikinis. He's like, but they're £3. Do you not? I'll buy you some. And I'm like, no, I don't want them. And then he just ordered me like 4 one day. Not even that like he thought they were nice. He just had to get on to AliExpress to buy stuff. It was ridiculous, but they're from AliExpress. Pretty Little Thing, ASOS. I got a few off ASOS. And that's really it. Just all the main places. Bikinis, one thing that I try and look for nice ones. I'm like, I never really see any. And then you do see some and they're so expensive. I'm like, I'm not paying £50 for a bikini. I was like, see as well, if you're just buying them for like a summer holiday, like you're literally going to wear them like 2 days. So like just buy them off like Zaful or something. Who cares? Especially if they're like, you know, like the ones, like the trendy ones which you're not going to wear the next year. Is it easy to get to places without a scooter? Yeah. I don't drive. Well, obviously, me and Dougie do most things together, so he drives, but if I ever want to do something and he doesn't want to, or I'm going to the gym or something, I just order myself a Gojek. And they're always max 5 minutes away, like there's always one so close, so I wouldn't worry if you don't feel comfortable driving, or like after a night out or something, just get a Gojek, get a car if you're drunk, and don't have your phone out if you're on the back of a Gojek, because someone will steal it. Don't think you're going to be the person it won't happen to, because you will. If you could take one thing home from Bali and vice versa, what would it be? I would bring the weather home and how close I live to the beach, if that's a thing. And I would bring my family here. That's it. And Castle Chinese. Favorite country you've ever traveled to? I don't think I've ever really been to a country where I've like been like, I didn't really enjoy this, I wouldn't go back. And I am lucky enough to have been to like a good few places. I'm trying to think. I'd say probably Thailand, to be honest. That was like, I went with like 5 of my friends and we were away for like a month and we just had like the literal best time ever. And it was my first time in Asia, so that made me like fall in love with Asia. It made me want to come to Bali, got me here. So I'd probably say Thailand. And I recommend Thailand over Bali if you want to like travel. But if you want to live, I'd recommend Bali. Also, so basic, but I love America. But it's not like as nice and all. But I love going to America. I love New York. Okay, I think this is going to be my last question. What is your plans when you move home? I'm not even finished my food, oh my god. That is a fantastic question. Who knows, guys? Honestly. One thing I do know is I'm not going back to my life before. That is 1,000,000%. I was so not happy at my job and just what I was doing every day. So I know for a fact I will not be working in a job I don't enjoy, because it's just not worth it. And being out here with so many people who are doing stuff that they enjoy and they're like working for themselves and all, I'm like, I can do that too, because if they can do it, I can do it. But I need to figure out what I'm going to do. But I just know for a fact, like, I would take like any job, even if it's like less money, if I enjoy it better, rather than just working in like a good job to get good money, because what do you need money for if you're just working all the time? So I know that for a fact. What was the question? What's your plans? And that's really it. Try and find a job, try and find a job to do that I enjoy, to make money, to go traveling again. It'll be summer too. I do enjoy summer at home. I must admit, I love being outside at 10 o'clock when it's bright. So I'm not going home at that time. Hopefully I'll go on holiday when I go home. That'd be fun. Neve's want to go on holiday. She's the only person that will come with me. I was just going through the questions again and I completely missed one that I really wanted to answer. So someone said, really want to go traveling, but I don't want to quit my stable job, which I love, which is kind of like me, but I didn't love my job, but it was like a stable job. If you have a job that you really enjoy and you really want to go traveling, just say to them, be like, I'm looking to go traveling, is there anything I can do? Because I was actually offered like time off and then I could have come back. So a lot of companies do offer that. So say that to them and see what they say. You'd be surprised, they might actually like let you do that, or you could find a job after. Do you know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason. If you're going to go traveling. If your job's not there when you get back, you can get a new one. Like, life's too short and you don't want to not do something that you really want to do just because of a job, no matter how much you enjoy it. People might disagree with that, but yeah, no, I just wanted to answer that question. Babe, book the flight, just go. Your job will be there when you get back, and if not, get another job. Who knows, you might go traveling and then not realise that job wasn't for you, or you want to do something else. So I think I'm going to finish this video here. Hopefully I answered all your questions that you were looking answered. Hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. bye.